Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of how to code a word search algorithm. So in this episode, we're actually going to get to coding our algorithm, and we should be able to solve a basic word search or array. So what I mean by that is just searching horizontally, vertically, and then backwards on all of those. So first thing we got to do is we're going to start our main method here. Well, not our main method, I mean like our main for loop. So we're going to do for ways to find, capital F, ways to find in range, and we're just going to do for, and we're going to space here. With this ways to find, it's just going to be saying that we can search this array for ways because this is the basic method. So I'll just add a comment here and do basic method. No need to add that, but this just lets you know that it's the basic method where we can only search for ways which are horizontal, vertical, and backwards on all of those. So I probably just repeated myself like 5 times, but let's continue on. So here we will just be adding the for if statement. So if it'll be if ways to find is equal to 0, we're going to add this. We're not going to press enter. We're just going to make this if statement a whole one-liner. We're going to do row, lowercase, row will be equal to true, add a semicolon. Then we're going to do board will be equal to array, semicolon. Then we're going to do rever, double E, make sure you do that, will be equal to false. False, add that semicolon, and then we're just going to add a print statement, which will be searching row. So what this will pretty much just do is our first way to find will be searching the row, and it's just going to be a regular row because we know there's no reverse and there's no function for the column. And we can just do that. We can just let ourselves know by adding row here. Or we can just do this. So now what we will do is we're just going to press enter and just copy paste this time. Copy paste it 3 times. So this one here will be reverse row. Make sure you change these numbers to 1, 2, 3. This will be reverse column. Okay, and then this one over here will just be column. So we're going to go into our reverse row here. Row will be equal to true. Then our board will be equal to array. And then reverse, we're just going to set this to true. And over here in the print statement, we will do reverse row. Then for column, what we will do is our row will equal true. Or no, row will equal false. Make sure you change that to false. So let's do that for both of these because they are both columns. So row is equal false, and then our board will be equal to column. So our column method we made in the last episode. We're going to go here and just do the same thing over here. So column. And then over here, this will be false because we're not reversing the column. And down here, this will be true. So now we're just going to do searching reverse column. Get rid of that. And then searching column. So you can take a minute to pause the video and just see where you're at and what you have to add. So we have 0, 1, 2, 3. And then we have true, true, false, false, and then we just have array, array, column, array, and then false, true, and then we have our print statements. So next step will be our second for loop, and we're going to be using this to calculate the amount of rows, and then we're going to do columns like our X and Y on a grid. So the way we're going to do this is going to do for length of board in range, and then we're going to put these, and then we are going to do length of board. So let me see that. Yeah, board, B-O-A-R-D. So the board will be these things up here, and then we're going to have to add a colon. Then we will press enter, or next line, and then we will do for I in range, and then we will do length of board. We're going to add these here, and we're going to do, where is it for? And then length of board. We're going to add these, and then we're going to just add some temporary variables here. So this will be word being searched will just be equal to an empty list, and then t will be equal to an empty list. So our next thing we have to do is actually finding our word in that set thing. So then we will be actually doing this. It's just going to be word being searched dot append, and inside these brackets we're going to do board, then the square brackets are going to do length of board and another set of square brackets, and here we will have I semicolon the length, and we're going to do word to find with 1D, and then we're going to do words. I believe so, yes, word. Yeah. Okay. So we will have this, and then what we will do from here, we just add a semicolon. But I believe I forgot to add words. We got to add one more for loop. We're supposed to have, I believe, 3. Yes, we are. So we have to just, we can tab this, tab that, tab that, tab that, and tab that, and then another for loop. It's very confusing, but this will be right after this main method here. So for words in range, and then we will do length of board, and then this will be length, and just put these brackets here. And I believe we accidentally, what is length of board supposed to be? Okay. Nope, so we're good. These will just repeat each other. Will be the same thing, but this here, instead of length of board, it will actually be word to find. Okay. So we have a giant mess everywhere. I don't know what happened here. Oh, we're probably missing some square brackets, I think. Yeah. Because these square brackets close off this, and then we have that. No, this should work. Okay. We gotta enter. So let's go here. What is causing the issue here? So what we're gonna have to, so what we will have, let's start up at the top here. Oh, that's what we forgot. We forgot the semicolon. That should have fixed most of it. I don't know why it's not doing that. Okay, we will fix that up for sure. So what we should have is for words in range, length of words to find, and then we will have another one which will be for length of board in range, and then length of board. So one with word to find, and then another one with board. Then we will go down, and then for I in range, then we will do length of board, and then we will do length of board, and then we will have word being searched, t is equal to, and then this will be word being searched dot append. So let's, word being searched dot append, and let's fix this up, and this will be board, add these square brackets here, this will be length of board, and then we're going to add these ones over here, and then this will be I to the length of, what will it be, word to find with 1D, and then inside of these brackets, we want to put words. Yes? Yeah, inside of these brackets, we want to put words, and then out of these brackets, plus I. So, we have a giant sentence here. This is pretty crazy, if I say so myself. So, let's go for one more time here. You can pause the video if you want, and you can copy it over. So we will have a for words in range length of word to find, then a for length of board in range length of board, and then a for I in range length of board, or the length of board with the square brackets length of board. We have some temporary variables here, and then we just have a our crazy long thing, which will be board, square bracket, so this. Then we will, in our square brackets, we have this whole thing. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. So we're going to have I, then this semicolon here, or colon, not semicolon, then the length, and inside of these brackets, you're going to have this whole thing here. So hopefully we should get to this point. We should have everything correct, no errors. So now what we will be doing is we're just going to check if the word is reversed. So if reverse, we're going to add that there. We will do word being searched will then be equal to reverse, put these colon here, and then word, oh, I put that the wrong way, and then word being searched. I believe something's not right here, is it? No, okay, so no, it should just be like this. This should be fine, right? Word being searched is equal to word being searched. Yep, so that's fine, nothing to worry about there. And if the length of word being searched, and then we will put 0, is equal to the length of word to find, and then we will do words, then we will put this colon here, and then work on our next thing. We will do a combination check. So what this pretty much checks is just to see how long the word is, and if it matches up with the length of our word, we will continue. So what we will do with our print statement is just add checking combination, and then what we will do from here is add the semicolon plus, and then the string, and then we will do word being searched. I still don't know why this is causing issues, but it's being highlighted, but I'm not going to worry about that. Oh, that's why, because I put double E. It's just supposed to be one E. Because we will be using a reverse method here, right? So we want to use this reverse, and then this will be word being searched. So that's what it's supposed to be, okay? That's right. Make sure you have just one E there. So now when we have, after this print statement, we will do if word being searched, add the 0 here, is going to be equal to words to find, and this will be words, add that colon there. This will then be for x in range. I'm going to put these brackets here, 0, and then comma, and then length of word to find, and then this will be words, add that there, and we're going to enter here. Then we will do t dot append, and then we will do I plus x, and then plus 1, and the plus 1 is for, like, when we start counting, we start counting at 1, but Python actually starts at 0, so that plus 1 is just for us to better understand what's happening, right? So after this for loop, we want to break out of it, and then we want to add our print statement. So we want to do print, and then we can do. We don't even have to add this print statement. I have it commented out in my code, but in case you want it, it is print. I'll just copy paste it for you guys here. Control C, and how it will look like is it's a fairly long one, but if you want to write it down, just feel free to pause the video and copy it down. It's just going to be that. Hopefully nothing major. So the next thing we will pretty much be doing is just actually, let's tap into here. So right after the print statement, we're just going to do final list dot append, and we're going to put these brackets, square brackets, or no. Yes, square brackets, because we want this to be in a nested list. We're going to do words to find, and then we're going to do words, And then we're going to add a comma here, but still being in that whole list, we're going to do string. And then we will do row is equal to, no, this will all be, yeah, okay, so we did it right. Let's add this space here. And then this will be if row else column. So when we had this row thing defined up here, we're going to be using this. So that's pretty much it. Else column, and we will put the semicolon space. Pretty much just copying what's up here. And then what we will do is add a plus, and then do the string int, and then length of board, and then go here +1, and then add another comma, and we're going to do string, and then column, add the colon plus, and then no need for that. If row else, I'm going to do row that, and then get break out of that, plus the string of t. So we pretty much just have our whole thing done. So what we can pretty much do now is just in case we don't find the words, what it should match up is with this, like that. So this else should match up with this if statement up here, and then we will just do pass. So we will repeat, and then at the end, let's go back here, lots of lines of code, we can just do print, and then we can print our final list. So to actually run it, I will open up our website, or our choice of website. We'll go here, and we'll do, let's just say, basic word search generator, right? So I can show you how we can set this up. So let's go to this handy dandy website, set it to basic, puzzle title, whatever. We can do AlphaCloud, and let's just do Python, YouTube, oh, spelled that wrong, and coding. So now we're going to create a worksheet, and we will wait for it to load. It shouldn't take too long, and we have this. So what we will do here is pretty much, we have our word search, right? But we actually want our code to open it. So I'll drag this to the side for right now. I'll open up File Explorer, so we have this. Up top in the last episode, we have our code actually search a file. So what we have to do is we have to create these files. So what our first file will be, it will be word search, so word search.txt. And our second one will be words to find. So let's just make another text document and name it words to find.text. So what we will do is now we will take our whatever word search with our professional writing. We're going to open up word search. Now we have this text doc. Oh, we are not supposed to do that. So now we have our text document here, right? And we have our Chrome tab. What we will do is just copy all of this, paste it here, and we can save. And if you want, you can also do this inside of your IDEs. Like, for example, I'm using PyCharm, and I can open it up inside of here. Then we will go to our word search over here. So these are our words. Let's just make sure we copy everything. So make sure we add that either. So we have coding, Python, YouTube, and let's just save all. And then our word search is spaced using, I believe, one space. Yes? Yeah. So let's save all. So now when we run our script, let's run it. Is our word search spaced using tab? No. So now we have our code. Can you believe it? It searches everything. It tells us our letter positions. Crazy. So now we have all of our words exactly where they are. So in the next episode, we will be coding our advanced method, the method that can search diagonally, the one you're all probably here for, all the magic. So if you want to see that, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode.